We might not have everything you are looking for.
Pretty quiet. Quiet today. Not much going on.
Keep it out of my report. Paper?
Oh? Yes, of course. You got to hand it to Nathaniel Brown. Even though his company is pro-off, Blanco has managed...
Known as Northgate, leads through the remains of the fortification that surrounded Saramisa, more commonly known as the Old City. The wall itself was brought down in the 16th century.
Business for a while. The all-right swine are do the work. Sorry, what?
9JT6345NXU. You got that this time?
It's not showing up in the system, but we have been having technical problems lately. If you can give us a day or two, we will have it all sorted out.
A day or two? Are you serious? It is already a week late. A week! I can't wait 2 days.
I'm sorry, that's the best we can do, unless you want to fill out the T46 form.
A T46?
Yes, sir. That would help us expedite the process. It will only take a few minutes. You can use the computer right over there.
I cannot believe this.
I have to help this customer. If you have other things to do, maybe you could come back later?
This kind of thing is always happening. A T46 form. Are they serious?
This whisper chip you gave me, it's an easy plant?
You're heading into TF-29? Already?
Our enemies aren't waiting around while we lick our wounds.
Fair enough. There'll be a data port on the NSN's motherboard. Access it and then just plug and play. Or plug and record in this case.
Got it. I'll let you know when it's done.
Verified. Agent Adam Jensen.
They have better software in the offices are always to all the outlet branches. Nothing.
These guys have crashed the Dubai office. We still have no
Oh,
idea
man.
who they were.
Nah, we're looking into it. You're right. I went for Jensen.
Thanks. Keep digging.
I told you.
No, they've done nothing else. They didn't give anything a normal.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
You think one of them would pop up their big list?
It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it. charge doesn't want anyone.
You think one of them would pop up and say, "Wish"? They better stop
Ursa Meyer, report to cybercrimes. Agent Meyer to cybercrimes.
The black box recorder suggests that the
Adam Jensen, please report to Adam Jensen, agent's office. Thank you.
You think one of them would pop up and
Where's that train station casualty report?
security could
Right here.
No
No chance for us to
list somewhere.
Yep. Next thing you know, after every mission, we'll have to talk to some bookworm with no experience in the field about our feelings.
There was another attempt to breach our firewall last
What
night.
was Director Miller thinking?
It didn't come from Miller. It came from higher up. Manderley.
These were chances he knew he was taking. Do the Jinn still believe what's being told them, or don't they? We need to know. I feel terrible for his wife. Everything's got pretty hairy inside. Terrible for his wife. Do the Jinn still believe what's being told them, or don't they? We need to know. Everything's got pretty hairy
You think
inside.
one of them would pop up on some list? Right now, I think my blood.
These are the chances he knew he was taking.
Oh, man.
Jakarta's no picnic right now, I'll tell you that. Jakarta's no picnic right now.
These are the chances he knew he was
One of them
taking.
would pop up on some list somewhere.
Right out of the department, agent's office. Agent Nolan, report to Agent fully urgent. Urgent. Katarina Nolan to Agent office. Agent
guys might as well be ghosts.
I've been scrubbing through garbage for hours.
Listen up, team. What's their status? Where was that chopper headed?
I have 3 airfields in Qatar that are promising, but they're privately owned, and nobody can get close enough to take a look. I got a whole lot of nothing. Every time I send someone to follow up on a lead, it turns out the buildings are abandoned, burned out, or bombed into rubble.
Jesus Christ.
Satellite footage has identified 3 possible.
Reporting
But they seem to keep digging. Things got pretty hairy in Dubai.
You think one of them is suspect?
Adam, you're here. You made it in. It's good to see you're okay.
Hey, Aria, yeah, it was a close call. I got lucky. A lot of people didn't.
I was here working when the first reports came in. It was chaos. Phones ringing off the hook, people yelling, scrambling to find out what was going on. Then when Miller told me you were there,
I'm all right.
Good. You looking for him? Because he's tied up right now and meeting with Lyon, I think.
Really? He's using the NSN right now?
Yeah, I just saw him. Oh, hey, that reminds me, here's yours.
What's this?
The card for the shooting range. Chang changed all the codes this morning, said something about only giving Italy. The bombing really freaked him out. 3rd one in 6 months, can you believe it? I'm really glad you're okay.
Thanks, Aria. I'll let you get back to where you were.
I better get back downstairs. It's gonna be a busy day. Come by later if you want to talk.
Copy that.
Close my eyes, but all of them scream.
Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't want anyone to feel safe.
This is so weird.
I highly doubt whoever did this bothered to say Maybe whoever's in charge.
Jensen. These guys might as well be ghosts.
In the explosion.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
Last night, the collective published the tax returns for 50 richest people in Switzerland. It made for some very interesting reading. That's not consistent with the train station cameras.
State police are playing
Where I
stingy
hear,
and sharing
the
evidence.
explosives were designed to get maximum spread.
Patience is the first thing you learn.
We don't learn the way these people think. We'll never track them down.
There isn't much here to go on.
Thanks.
This
Keep
is so
digging.
weird.
Jen... My God, Jensen, I heard about the explosion. We should relocate. I was thinking we could corner Director Miller together. Tell him it's not safe enough here.
We're fine, Chang.
The police station, the train station, we're next. I can feel it. I can more than feel it. I can see it happening.
No one knows where we are. There's no reason to get paranoid.
That's where you're wrong. They're trying to pull the lid off of us, Jensen, or someone is. Praha Dovos just got hacked.
Our building's front company. Thought it was fake.
I wish it was fake. Miller's got me cleaning up IntelliCam footage from the attack to help figure out who these people are. Meanwhile, maybe they're trying to figure out who we are? Why else poke into an import company?
You think someone's figured out that the company's a front? Maybe they know what's really down here.
We have a lot of enemies. The people who bombed the train station. You don't think they'd love to know where we are? You need to help me figure out who's looking into us and make them stop.
I'm gonna need more information about this snoop of yours.
I don't know for sure that our cover's been blown, but if it has, we need to know before our enemies have a chance to do something about it.
What can you tell me about our front company?
Praha Dovos was designed to be forgettable. The kind of place you walk by 100 times and still can't remember.
It obviously caught someone's attention. What happens if we're compromised?
My guess, we dismantle and disappear. Agents go into hiding, Director burrows into some hole, poof, no Christmas party.
You really think there's a risk here? Maybe someone's just poking around the fake website of a fake company.
If someone points a gun at me, I assume it's loaded. If someone hacks into the website of the company that serves as our cover, I assume they're doing it for a bad reason.
Such as?
Everything depends on who they are and what they know. but we're in the business of dealing with terrorists. If those terrorists find out where we are...
TF-29 likes its privacy.
Sure. More importantly, Chang likes being in one piece. Unlike you, I don't just brush off explosions.
You got an MO in this hacker?
At first I thought it might be the Collective.
But you're not convinced?
Not Janus's style to leave crumbs this big. But whoever it is, they risk exposing us. If the Collective ever found out where we operate... My God, Jensen.
Maybe Janus knows already.
Hey, don't say shit like that. I get nervous enough as it is. I need you to find out as much as you can about our Snoop. Make sure we're not in danger.
Alright, you have any leads?
I traced our hacker Snoop to an unrented apartment. Top floor, 33 Halavni. Just down the street. This guy walks by us every single day. Probably walks in.
You're kidding.
See? You feel it now. The constant buried alive feeling? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we were supposed to be suspicious of things that go on outside these walls.
It's never that simple.
Just get into that apartment, access the computer they used, and find out what you can. And be careful, Jensen. We don't know who we're dealing with.
I'll look into it. As soon as I know something, so will you.
In charge, he doesn't want anyone to...
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
Janus relies on public perception.
Right now, I think my blood...
Be careful out there.
Thanks. Keep digging.
Run DNA checks through all the outfits. Nothing. Second. I think Singh's got some kind of adrenaline addiction. He plays it too close to the edge. He made it out of Dubai.
Agent Jensen! Agent Singh. Wasn't expecting to see you again, in civvies at least.
Just passing through. I wanted to thank your team for the backup in Dubai. That sting went to hell faster than the storm did.
You're welcome, but I don't think you came all this way to say thanks.
Director Miller asked me to get Agent McCready up to speed. Now I have the red-eye flight back to Oman.
Headed into the field office there?
Not exactly. One of our black sites. I'll be dropped in as a captured enemy combatant. After I contact my fellow Jinn prisoners, I shall lead a very convenient escape.
Re-embedding with the Jinn. Aren't you taking a big risk, given everything that happened?
No choice. That ambush knocked everyone on their asses. TF-29, Bell Tower, the Jinn. To cover all the angles, I need to go back. Hopefully my cover is still good. You killing the signal booster at the hotel should help.
You're thinking the Jinn can get a beat on our gate crashers faster than TF-29.
Perhaps. They do not like loose ends. An augmented kill squad with military training. Have you ever seen anything like it?
Yeah, once. But it's a long story. Did we get anything out of the cleanup operation?
Mostly corpses. Heavily augmented, as you know. Under those gold masks, they were ID scrubbed. No prints, no dentals, no DNA match. Professional.
Could still be ex-Bell Tower. Plenty of men and material went AWOL after the incident. A competing faction that listened in on Shepard's sale.
It's a possibility. The audits and investigations of Bell Tower will go on for years before we know how many rats jumped from that ship. At least we recovered their weapons. Unlisted. High spec. Military-grade augmentation. Enough to build another couple of you. That is a joke.
Or a terrorist. Whoever they were, they knew exactly when the deal was going down. Any chance they were based locally, in Dubai?
No. After the incident, Dubai became the world's most luxurious tombstone. Perfect for the Jinn, but for no one else.
I thought human augmentation was frowned on in the Middle East. Why was Dubai hit so hard?
Because it was another world. Two other worlds, in fact. One of extreme augmentations in gold or crystal, and one of thousands of workers outfitted for construction. Then, that day.
I know.
No, Agent Jensen, you could not. Some called it divine punishment. But that day was not the work of a merciful God.
don't envy what you've got ahead of you.
Actually, I'm looking forward to it. The truth is, when you've been under for long enough, you only feel like an imposter out here, in the real world.
Yeah, I understand the feeling.
One of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
Primary concern, especially in the wake of the
I guess the Transit Authority isn't in as much of a hurry as you are.
Many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation
These guys might as well be ghosts.
has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching
Agent Jensen.
closely for story. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you, live from Picus.
They may have batteries, but we got
This is so weird.
Ashanti Enterprises. For all you need to get Ashanti.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers
I've run
aboard
DNA
sister
checks through all the
airlines
alphabet.
Flight
It treated
451
nothing.
were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2
These
years
guys
ago,
might as well be
augmented
ghosts.
people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history. I cannot speak for you folks, but terrifying memories of that day still haunt me. It will certainly be a while before any of us forget it.
You'd think one of them
This
would
is
pop
Eliza
up on
Casson,
some list somewhere.
reporting to you, live, from Picus.
Exclusivity, anonymity, security. These are the greatest concerns of the digital age. And we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns a priority.
I've run DNA checks through all the
It is
alphabet.
Jensen.
Yes, nothing.
Assured anonymity.
Is there something I can help you with, Agent?
I hear you're on point looking into the gold mask mercs that hit us in Dubai. Any leads yet?
Christ, I know I'm good, Jensen, but I've only been on it for 5 minutes.
A lot can happen in 5 minutes, McCready. You check with the ME yet? Get anything off the bodies we recovered?
Leftovers are on ice at the Oman substation. I've been told they were scrubbed clean as summer whites. No prints, no dental, no nothing.
So in other words, it's no steps forward and 2 steps back.
For now. That's why it's a good thing you disabled the Jinn's comms booster in Dubai. Since cover with the Jinn is still intact, I'm hoping once he's back in Basra, he can use his network to dig around. Maybe these gold mask jokers will ping locally. Probably another fucking jihad looking to make some noise.
I don't know. I'm not so sure we should be looking for these guys in the desert.
Ah, is that so? You have some new information you feel like sharing?
Come on, McCready. These guys were augmented with military-grade hardware. Body augmentation goes against Muslim beliefs. They weren't jihadists. We're dealing with something new here.
I can see where you're going with this, Jensen, and I'm asking you right now to back off it. It's not your case.
You always this pig-headed? Or are you just going out of your way on my account?
Miller mentioned that you might be pissed not getting to follow up with the investigation. I told him it wouldn't be a problem. I'm not being pig-headed, mate. I'm following orders. And I get a bit of a kick watching you squirm over it.
So you're just an asshole?
I thought we established that in Dubai. Now, get out of my face, Jensen. I have work to do.
Causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt.
I'm in the middle of something, Agent.
Between you and me, folks, the Collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world, despite whatever praises the underground media wants to sing. This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you, live, from Picus.
Ariel is constantly bringing the best and latest technology. Our portable data solutions have massive storage capacity.
flexible strings, and over 1,000 other
It's gonna take them a while.
Agent Doyen, report to Agent fully urgent.
More in-depth look at UN Security Council Resolution 3507, also known as the Human Restoration Act. This legislation
all the operations.
all over the power, unlicensed documentation. The arrested and designated all over location. Safety is the primary concern, especially millions of people lost their lives due to escalation in the violence and rhetoric has undermined the dialogue and polarized the dialogue of all sides.
The Jinn still believe it.
You think one of them would pop up and list? Something here I'll find. Right now I think my blood is left.
Deborah Connolly, you have an outside call cleared and waiting. Category normal Agent Norton, report to Agent fully urgent. Urgent. Category normal Agent Norton, report to Agent fully urgent.
Adam, how's it going? Any trouble with the plant?
Patience, Alex. Trying to find the best way to access the motherboard without blowing my cover.
Sorry, man. Message received.
These are the chances we need to do.
Straight into my my blood is left.
Just step up and go.
You think one of them would pop up? Jakarta's no picnic right now. I'll tell you that.
Took up residence in the neighboring food-like complex. Dr. Russell claims his organization is peaceful and merely seeks to ensure the rights of the
Agent Wright, please report to your department. Agent Wright, at your department. Agent Agent Doyen, report to Agent McCready. Fully urgent. Urgent. Category Doyen to Agent McCready. Agent Doyen, report to Agent McCready. Fully urgent.
Body is bad.
commercial recording.
Run DNA check. days ahead. They have better software than a shitload of them. Satellite offices are always too busy.
Preventing life-saving medical transfusions. In Chile, we committed massive voter fraud when they rigged the electronic voting system and elected Democratic employees. In Russia, past combat drones attacked eyewitnesses of statuary.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Alex, the whisper chip is in.
Weird, it's already picking up a freak. Jesus, Adam, is Miller in there right now?
Shit, gotta go.
Jensen, I need to see you, now!
Agent Jensen reporting for duty, sir. Tried to do it earlier, but you were on a conference call.
Yeah, I was. Should I be worried about you, Jensen?
Sorry?
That blow you took to your systems. It's not messing with your head or anything, making you do things?
I'm not gonna go crazy and start attacking people, if that's what you're worried about.
You've been checked out then. The problem with your orgs is gone.
I took care of it.
Good, good. God knows, with all that's happened, I need you at 100% right now.
You sounded pissed when you called me in. Everything okay?
Don't ever leave the field, Jensen. You'll regret it. As soon as you strap a desk to your ass, you'll be swimming in goddamn politics.
The boss is giving you trouble?
What? Oh, that. No, the trouble's state police. They're pushing us out of the Ruzicka investigation. I want you over there to make sure that doesn't happen.
You're putting me on the train station attack? Not Dubai?
Forget Dubai. McCready's handling it.
Good. Thought I'd have to fight him to let me handle this one. Whoever planted those bombs yesterday has a lot to answer for.
Agreed. And we have to find out who they are before the state police fuck up our crime scene.
You said they're trying to push us out?
I sent Fletcher in this morning to oversee evidence collection. Seems he's being detained, because he hasn't checked in since.
They can't lock us out. The Czech Republic signed our UN mandate agreement. They gave us jurisdiction over terrorist investigations.
Yeah, well, the former director of their security information services runs state police now. He's come up with a loophole, claiming this attack falls under the homegrown terror exemption.
Homegrown? He's saying it's ARC? The Augmented Rights Coalition?
I don't care what he's saying. He may even be right. I just want us in there so we can find out.
Chang said you've got him cleaning up Intellicam footage that was captured during the bombing. Maybe it can tell us something.
Maybe. But between you and me, Chang's become a little more unglued since Ruzicka. Not sure we can wait for him to get his shit together.
So where do I start?
Technically, you're supposed to speak to our psychologist before getting back into action.
I don't need a shrink.
Convenient, because she's not in the office right now, and I don't want to waste any more time.
So how do I get to Ruzicka? Public transportation's not stopping there.
It will for you once I make a phone call. Head to the metro and call me when you're there. Good luck, Agent.
Turning now to Prague, a city still reeling in the wake of a devastating terror attack. Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday. Bombs exploded inside Ruzicka train station. I do not need to remind you folks that this is the third such attack to strike Prague in 6 months. All of them occurring after Dr. Deus, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took up residence in the neighboring Republic. Dr. Rucker claims his organization is peaceful and merely seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that has turned against them. But with the United Nations...
extinct in a matter of weeks, and the crew doctor be changing his tune. Your guess is as good as mine. This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top
What are you doing with that?
Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be. Underground websites and... stations continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective, an elusive group of vigilante hackers for exposing big money corruption. What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage these hackers leave in their wake. Last year, explosives shut down these traffic lanes, causing gridlock for hours, preventing life-saving messages. When they ring the electronic phones, and electricity
Dark days ahead. Big police are still hauling up on you. Better stop moving. What do we do about all these
The Collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world, despite whatever praises the underground media wants to sing. This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Ariel is constantly bringing us the best of the latest technology. Our portable data
We're doing extra communication scanning.
Dr. Arzen, you'll have an outside call cleared and urgent. Katarina Moreland to Pt2 Crew's office. Pt2 Dorian, report to Pt2 fully urgent. Calls to the urgent. Katarina
They don't want to be caught in the dragnet.
Agent Dorian, turn to Pt2 fully urgent.
They're like serial killers. Deep down, they all want to be caught.
It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it.
Hey, Adam.
I don't even know where to start with theorizing percentages.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Hey, Adam.
It's gonna take them a while.
Alex, did we get anything from the Whisper chip?
We got something, but Jane has provided the wrong algorithm for the frequencies, so they aren't getting deciphered correctly.
Can you fix it?
I'm a pilot, not a programmer. I can do it, but it's gonna take some time.
Looks like everyone is bad.
Serious?
Sorry if I was rude before. If the store had been empty.
We all have our roles to play, Sedlak. How's yours going?
It is giving me new respect for criminals who run front operations. Late shipments, supply problems, random police searches at customs. Ugh.
I thought this store was just a front.
Best Front is a real company. Prahadovos is registered as an international shipping corporation in every country in the EU. I can get an office, way station, or depot up and running anywhere in Europe within 72 hours. I do not suppose you spoke to Agent Chang while you were down there.
He told me you've been hacked. I'm looking into it.
Good. I will sleep better knowing an experienced field agent is on the case.
Anything you can tell me about this hack?
Chang will know more than me. I just told him something strange was going on. Utility statements being accessed, incomplete information on orders, that kind of thing.
The kind of thing that's easy to miss. Surprised you noticed it.
When you have been doing this as long as me, you start to question every little thing. Plus, that old lady kept coming around.
Old lady?
Chatty thing. I thought she was just lonely, until I caught her staring at the terminal when my back was turned.
Did you confront her about it?
I told Chang. Asked him to put a field agent on it.
Field agent?
We both know the deal, Jensen. There are two types of agents in this office. The ones who do the footwork and work the leads, and the ones who analyze them.
And you think Chang's one of those?
I think Chang lives in his head too much. He is good. He's very good. But it is also good that the task force brought in a new psychologist this month.
Well, I'd better get going. I'll let you know if I find anything.
Do not tell me, tell Chang. I have a cover to keep. I'm glad you were not hurt in the bombing yesterday, Agent Jensen. The task force needs good men like you.
Thanks, Sedlak. Take care.
A whole week and I'm still getting the runaround. I don't even know how to log on to...
You are sure these papers will get my friend past the checkpoints?
A police sergeant?
Chiedo pro naturale. Yo, yeah, get up.
Luckily I brought the right tool.
Ahoy!
People like this?
Sit
Nevím, ale prej je spousta práce.
All right, Miller, I'm at the Metro.
Perfect timing. Chang says your private chariot will arrive any time you call up Rizika Station on the map.
Chang, you had him hack into Prague's public transit company so I can get to Rizika?
Plan A wasn't working.
Jensen, what's wrong? What are you doing here?
Miller sent me to find you. Thought you might have run into trouble.
He said that? Did he use those exact words? Because it's not my fault!
What happened, Smiley?
1 minute I'm in there running the show, and the next they accuse me of trying to tamper with evidence. Me! Can you believe that? I would never do that, Adam. Never!
It's our crime scene.
Exactly. But try telling them that. The minute they went for their guns, I decided it was time to shut up and get out of there. They accuse me of tampering with evidence. They're probably destroying all the evidence there is right now. You know, at first I thought this was about Sonia.
Sonia? Sonia who?
Oh, just some girl I've been teaching English to. Turns out her husband is a little territorial. You know the type.
Smiley.
Right. Back to the case. The thing is, I think I found something in there. Something big. Something that could just blow this case wide open. I just need to get a look at the scan of the blast area, so... Actually, it's a good thing that you're here. I don't suppose you could... Jensen your way in there and grab it for me?
So what am I looking at in there?
It's a blast site. There's debris everywhere, and plenty of cops, too. Once you get past the turnstiles and security offices, you should have a clean path to the tourist office where they have the scan, if they don't see you.
How many cops are inside?
I don't know. Several. They all had guns, so I didn't stop and count them all. There's at least one guy in an exosuit, and my guess is they'll shoot first and bury the bodies later.
What do you think is on this scan?
It's evidence, Jensen. A 3D mass spectrometer scan of the explosion site.
And?
And if I had one more minute in there, I'd have it with me right now, and I could find out. But the fact that they don't want me to see it makes me want to see it even more. I'm sure it's important.
We need that evidence.
Yes, exactly. That's the spirit. We need it. But you won't be able to just walk in there and ask them for it, since you're Interpol and, you know, augmented. After yesterday's attack, they're not exactly fans of the,
So where do I find it?
The forensic team set up camp inside the tourist agency, or what used to be the tourist agency. Get to their setup, grab the DSD with the scan on it, and get out. Easy peasy.
This could take a while, Smiley.
Got it. I'll get out of your way, head back to HQ. Good luck, and, let's not tell Miller about this one, okay?
Right.
We might as well head back. There's no getting through that way.
What?
The police have the hall locked down.
Is there no way around?
Not unless you're one.
I supposed to put in the report? Explosive device? No fucking kidding.
Ah!
It will be a miracle to find something useful here. What am I supposed to put in the report? Explosive device? No fucking kidding. Goddamn mess. It will be a miracle to find something useful here. What am I supposed to put in the report? Explosive device? No fucking kidding.
Samuel!
Ztratili jsme ho. A vy nic. Našel jsi něco? A vy nic.
Yeah, but this clean out's going. We'd be here.
Tohle násilí je katastrofální. My je dostaneme, žádný strachy. Kolemu se to teďka bude pořádně mlít.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Tohle násilí je katastrofa. Určitě v tom má prsty ten sráč raket. Najdeme ty, co to mají na svědomí. V golemu se to teďka bude pořádně mlít. Určitě v tom má prsty ten sráč raket.
Slyšíš to?
Nothing, sir. Just commenting on Frank Pastor's behavior. That's correct. Now go, keep watch for any flanks. Why the hell is put more guys on the job out?
Good luck now. No one trying to get in yet. Not like this! I didn't see anything! Nothing! Leave me alone! You monster, go away! Not like this! Not like this! It's too quiet. Leave me alone! You monster, go away! Not like this! Not like this!
Security! Put forward! Umně se neboj. Nahlaš se zpátky na centrál.
Moving to an officer. Get up. We've got to move.
Oh, Gorda. My fucking head.
Ještě si dávej pozor.
Shoot anything that moves.
Keep an eye on your corners.
Jasně.
Come on. Together. You get that? Everything is clear. Let's go. Nothing here. Let's go. Let's go. No, please. Oh God. Everything is clear. I have money. Do not kill me. What a shit. I have money. Do not kill me. No, please. Oh God. Please. I have money. Do not kill me. What a shitty day.
Could use some backup down here.
I have money. Do not kill me.
Przesuwam.
Ugh.
Moving from current position.
Not seeing anything. Not yet.
Seems to have quieted down.
My wife is going to kill me.
Seems to have quieted down. Moving from current position. Moving from current position. Malfunctioning all on the loose. Police! Someone! Anyone!
Podría sacar el joyi.
We'll find anything. All clear. Moving. Got something? Still on patrol. There is no way this is going to end well.
You monster, go away!
Area swept, moving left. Stay away!
Not like this. Not like this. I didn't see anything. Nothing. You monster, go away!
Take the body, but stay alert. Follow protocol. All clear. Moving.
Smiley, I've got the scan.
Yeah? Fantastic! Bring it back to my office and we'll see if I'm right.
Copy that.
Use some backup down here.
What a goddamn mess. It will be a miracle if we find something useful here. What am I supposed to put in the report? Explosive device? No fucking kidding. What a goddamn mess. It will be a miracle if we find something useful here.
Zasranej auk ve vagonu pro naturály! Chcete snad vyvolat paniku? Ukažte mi papíry. Dělejte, nebo vás seberu.
I don't have time to waste with this. Make it fast.
Vemte si je a vypadněte. Až příště pojedete metrem, použijte vagon pro augy. Máme svých problémů dost i bez takových potížistů, jako jste vy.
What the hell did you do, Jensen? State police are saying another augmented terrorist just hit them at the train station.
They were interfering with evidence collection.
Fucking A. Now I'm ordering you to see our psychologist. Ozen's in the office waiting for you.
Copy that. Have to meet Smiley there anyway.
We'll do it fast, because Cheng found us a new lead in the case. In telecam footage fingering up. It's gonna put you inside Gollum City.
Wrong line, Hendra.
Rather, stay quiet.
Everyone is doing it. Why not me?
Nemůžu uvěřit, že ti to řekl.
Nothing suspicious here. Nothing to report. Just the way I like. Awaiting next report. This is why I wanted to be a cop.
Not much going on.
Mám být detektiv a ne nějaký posranej pokuska.
Aha.
Can't stand this.
What?
Garbage.
Oh.
Už jsi byl za kapitánkou.
Enough problems already.
Měli jsme to udělat už dřív.
Doesn't it feel like something is about to happen?
Whatever you want, I can get. Cheap, high quality.
Who listens
Come
to that
on,
garbage?
I do not have all day. Other customers.
The company's CEO vacations 8 months out of the year, and the executives show up with a new car.
Už se nějak vyjádřili k tomu tvýmu povýšení?
The only way I'm continuing this conversation is over.
Musí to pro tebe být těžký. Tohle město nebylo nikdy přívětivý, ale teď? Nechápu, jak to zvládáš. Come on in. Weapons for sale.
It will certainly be a while before any of us forget it. This is a life concern.
Let's make this fast, huh?
These are the greatest concerns of the digital age. And we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns a priority as well. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government. Assured anonymity. Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure corporate archiving company in the world.
Make up your mind.
Not interested right now.
Fucking clinks.
Your guess is as good as mine. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to
Oyobo,
you live.
you interested in some merchandise?
Icus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting.
Hey,
And now for a close look.
are you interested in clean guns for a good price? You ever think about getting out of Prague?
Can't believe a word they say.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Chang, I think I have something on our secret admirer. Group called Samizdat. Mean anything to you?
You mean those conspiracy nuts? Very bad for business. How much do they know?
Not sure. Good news is I got an exact location.
Find out whatever you can. What they know, what they want. If they blow the task force's cover, it's only a matter of time before someone blows up the task force.
Don't worry, Chang. I don't want the walls coming down just yet.
Lots of reports of suspicious activity lately. Right.
Can't defend against that kind of thing.
No. Nothing suspicious here.
He had his papers
Sir.
and everything, but the police still pulled him out of the line.
Hello?
City has gone to hell.
No, no more. I don't care what you do. I don't care about your cryptic shit.
Can't defend against that kind of thing.
Ahoy, I'm here.
Just make it through this shift.
I don't like being this close to Prakashka.
Hey, good to see you, man.
Yeah, it's been too long.
So when was the last time we saw each other?
That party on the houseboat.
Was it really? Now that was a good
Yeah.
time.
For a city councillor, that guy really knows how to party.
Did you hear he got caught? Doing blow at the judge's house.
Doesn't matter. Those charges going to disappear.
What's going on?
They are involved. I'll stop it.
I always get a little nervous when I go into the subway.
Enough problems already. Stay safe.
Only a few. Mostly in the poorer parts of town. I suppose the police don't mind if they
I heard a bunch of runaways live down in the sewers.
Hobos, augs, prostitutes. City is falling apart.
It can't be real. Who cares if it is? It's romantic. Unwanted.
Can't seem to get warm. I'm telling you, I hear whispers in the wall. They speak the truth.
You sure it's not in your head, brother?
Shh! Beep, beep, clack, clack, typing, computers, don't you hear it?
I don't hear anything.
We should lead with the population agenda, big global impact story. Then segue into earthquakes and clones, follow up on Dubai, and finish with local. Where are we on Praha Davos?
You're asking all the right questions. Still needs an ending.
You said that place is a front for a front. I want to know more. I want facts. Bones, what about you?
I still think we should lead with Moonbase.
He's right. Moonbase is sexier.
Since when are we trying to be sexy? Do I look like Eliza Kazan to any of you?
You absolutely do not.
Deep breaths, people. Let's take a minute to think about who we are, what it is we're trying to accomplish here.
Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the Og incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history. I cannot speak for you folks, but terrifying memories of that day still haunt me. It will certainly be a while before any of us forget it. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you live from Pt2.
exclusivity, anonymity, security. These are the greatest concerns of the digital age. And we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns a priority one. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government. Assured anonymity. Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever the best secure corporate archiving company in the world.
Around the clock, around the world.
That was
We should lead with the population agenda. Big global impact.
Don't shoot!
Shit.
We're journalists!
Who invited the agent type?
Who are you? What do you want? Why are you here? You here because of the Dubai story? The article about the moon base? The clones on the moon base? Who sent you?
I'm here for Samizdat. You in charge?
I take charge, but I'm not in charge, man. No one owns or dictates the truth. Freedom of information is a collective right, and a collective responsibility. That said, you gonna break someone's nose? You break my nose.
I didn't come here to break anything. I just need you to cooperate.
I spent my 20s in a commune, man. I'm all about cooperation.
Good. It's about something you've been looking into. It's making some people nervous. What do you know about Pt2?
Oh, that little import company? I know there's more than boxes in the basement. We've seen agent types come in and out. The place is a curtain. The first in a series of men. Pull them all back and you'll find... Damn. Tell me I'm wrong.
It's a dead end.
Right. Guys like you always come down here because of dead ends.
Fine. Then what if it's something other people are already looking into? If someone like you makes too much noise, that may compromise any chance they have of uncovering something bigger. Do you understand?
I'm supposed to believe we're colleagues now? You men in black types, you walk into Pike's newsroom, tell them to be hush-hush about something, and they do it. But that's not how it works here. One day, you will all be exposed. If not by me, then someone just like me. Samizdat isn't one voice. K isn't one man.
What exactly do you do down here?
Samizdat is a media uprising. While Picus panders to corporate tyranny and government bullshit, we pump out the truth. We uncover it, we write it, we publish it. We get our noses broke for it.
So you print pamphlets?
Well, we do a lot more than that. We got ways of getting into Pike's media network. That's how we disseminate information.
Information you get by hacking into places you shouldn't.
The truth is buried. If digging it up means skirting a few rules, so be it.
What did you mean when you said K wasn't one man?
K is an ideal, the intangible leader of tangible resistance. You can kill me, but then little K would become K. Kill little K and Bones over there becomes K. There's always a K.
And what if you kill Bones?
You can't kill Bones, man. Bones isn't real. I think he was one of them. He was supposed to be a prince of Belgium, man, but then he broke his condition. We found him inside this fucking cult, all confused, so we reprogrammed him with the truth.
Right. Suppose I needed to make a deal with Samizdat. There's no one person I can talk to?
Depends on the deal. I mean, there's always going to be an editor. Editor makes the final call on all published material. That would be me.
So you could ensure that something doesn't get talked about?
Depends on the deal.
I need you to stop looking into Pt2, but not for the reason you assume.
Relax, I get it. You don't think I do, but I do. You got to appease your military industrial masters. We've all been there, man.
I'm not who you think I am. The kinds of people who manipulate the news, who cover things up. You don't need to convince me that's who the enemy is.
The enemy is anyone who conceals the truth. And that's exactly what you're asking me to do. To pretend like that little import company isn't hiding something.
I'm asking you to see a difference between conspiracy and discretion. Between people who hide information in order to push their own agendas and those who need to stay off the radar in order to do their jobs. You, of all people, should understand.
Okay. Okay, look. You seem like a reasonable guy, huh? Hell, I've usually been punched by now. I find this refreshing. Here's the deal. We promise to forget all about Pt2 and stay out of your way as long as you give us something better.
What do you suggest?
The only thing I hate more than secret organizations are toothless media conglomerates who don't hold anyone accountable, who spit lie after lie after lie. So I propose a trade. There are places my people can't get into. You get into one of those places and find me some dirt on the real enemy here. Picus Media. Do that, and I'll cut whatever you want me to cut. Who knows? Maybe you'll even learn something.
This isn't a negotiation. The only question I need an answer to is how do I ensure your silence without killing you?
You can't.
Well, that's a problem for you.
Yeah. And you'd also have to kill Bones and Little K, and everyone we may or may not have shared the information with already. So what I'm saying is the only sane thing for us to do in this situation is to try working together. I can be reasonable.
Alright, what do you want to know about Picus?
I want skeletons! The kind that companies like Picus come all the way to Prague just to bury. Corporate archiving, man.
Corporate archiving, huh? You asking me to break into a bank?
I'm not talking vaults here. Ashani Talvar, the Palisade CEO, she leverages her clients, keeps information about them close at hand. She's got something on Picus, I know it. I just can't get to it, but I bet you could. You poke into her office, find something that proves how nasty Picus is, how much they love to piss on the truth, and I promise you this, I'll misplace any file you want.
I'll look into it. In the meantime, don't publish anything until I get back.
Don't worry. Oh, and while you're there, feel free to snoop around. Who knows what else you might learn.
We'll see.
Causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt. The Collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world, despite whatever praises the underground media wants to say. This is Eliza Cassell.
Welcome to a... Brave new world.
This thing keeps breaking down.
The shopkeeper was late on his protection payments, so my client beat him to death with a baseball bat.
Hey, you! We got multi-tools for sale inside.
I don't have
In the market for something, aren't you? You've come to the right place.
Flight 451 were killed. When an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew.
Your client
Details
and the
recovered
cop
from the
have
black
a
box recorders suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the
Hey, you! We got multi-tools for sale inside.
augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history. I cannot speak for you folks, but terrifying memories of that day still haunt.
Welcome, welcome.
Nice gear you've got here.
All high-end. And you look like you know high-end. Which biotech did your job? Not Isolate. They don't come in black.
You try this on all your customers?
Just the ones made of carbon fiber. As one enthusiast to another, you can tell me.
Gonna have to disappoint you.
Maybe you can make it up to me. You look like the kind of man who might have access to breach software.
That stuff's illegal.
Come on, man, don't play around. You know why it's illegal. You know the world governments don't want us to find out their dirty secrets. But we will, and you can help us. Be part of the revolution. Anyway, just think about it. All the details are in the computer. Want to have a look? To sell or to buy?
Sure.
Great. Go ahead. That's awesome. Back to refresh.
Some other time.
Don't wait for planned obsolescence.
All right, bye.
Love this stuff. Love this stuff.
Y'all what guy gave you the creeps.
That hits the spot.
Rather stay quiet.
Yeah, I know. You have no money. Whatever.
Ahoy.
Jasně, tak zatím.
Here we go.
Santo has been a sure bet for a long time, but an all favor?
Just make it through this shift.
How can we make deals with them?
We've taken away everything.
Okay.
Little generosity, please.
S tím, ať jdou do háje, jsou všichni stejní. Podvodníci. Doufám, že mi rodina Dvali tu pojistku vyplatí.
Oh, Christ.
Ne, my si pojistku platíme vždycky včas.
I don't like you, and I don't want
A
to
nikdy
talk
jsme
to
je
you.
nevybírali. Teď ji potřebujeme.
You're being pushy. That's an example of the entitlement which made you get augmented in the first place. You're being pushy. That's an example of the entitlement which made you get augmented in the first place.
Co to jako znamená? Chápu, že tam nedávno došlo k útoku, ale fuk. Nedává to smysl. Byla to bomba!
My favorite thing about Ludwig's is that there are no clanks allowed. So I don't have to see them, I don't have to smell them, and they can't pester me.
It's an outdoor terrace with no walls. They pass by all the time, and there's nothing stopping them from
comes the
walking over
big
and
shot.
asking for a handout.
It's the thought that counts. It lets them know they don't belong with good, upstanding people. Besides, you're not full hog, are you?
Hello! I just wanted to say that it makes any difference to people.
In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the US, millions of workers lost their jobs when the Collective leaked classified corporate documents, causing several... Between you and me, folks, the Collective is one of the most dangerous criminals... Our portable data solution has massive storage capacity, flexible screens, and over 1,000 other unique...
Byla to bomba! Jak si to pro boha můžou plíst?
Back to New York, and a more in-depth look at UN Security Council Resolution 3507, also known as the Human Restoration Act. This legislation, if passed, calls for the removal and downgrading of... arrested and relocated to designated open...
Space program initiated. Access granted.
2 years ago, when Wafflehands all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life. I cannot.
Oh.